Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Tuesday, number 21 day for this month of March 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, Mr. No Connie, una own countryman, Ambazonian FBI. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis, for help we as we navigate this journey to our freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. Good people of Ambazonia, we start today with news where the Republique du Cameroon, their consul general for Nigeria, Madame Manga Besam Elizabeth, it has sent a circular for the caution their people them and Ambazonians with La Republique du Cameroon, users of Cameroon passport, say me they no begin to use Lagos as a transit point. La Republique du Cameroon it lost thousands and millions of dollars, as many Ambazonians they need to still use their airport for travel. Most Ambazonians who wants to travel abroad to seek protection against Cameroon terrorism and political persecution are now no more lining in the embassies in Yaoundé, but the new lines have been formed in Lagos and Abuja, particularly for Ambazonians who are seeking to travel abroad. These have led to loss of income and a reduce in traffic in the Douala and Yaoundé airport. So more Ambazonians are now lining the street, in particularly in Lagos, who are struggling to make doki or to travel abroad to look for greener pastures, and some, the majority of whom are fleeing away from the war in Ambazonia. We call on our people to continue engage in trade, engage in traveling through Nigeria rather than La Republique du Cameroon. The admission and the caution issued by the Consul General is a big victory and an indication of our cutting of our umbilical cord with La Republique du Cameroon. We are also encouraging our people who wants to seek university studies to look across the border into Nigeria, where you have better international standard university that have much recognition, rather than sending their children into universities that are managed and controlled by the colonial administration. There are also increasing number of Ambazonian students who are seeking university studies in Ghana and in other African countries. We want to seize this opportunity to let our people know the opportunities that wait them out of La Republique du Cameroon schools that are not recognized, with a very corrupt system that do not even have recognition across Africa. Cameroon university certificates are toilet papers and are not recognized out of that country. And our people should always look across the border into Nigeria and other African countries for better options. After all, when you bring back those certificates, even if your intention is to cross abroad the border and work with La Republique or in La Republique, your certificate coming from abroad will still be recognized. So why invest or why send your children into a country that poses a threat to our people? Back in news in Ambazonia, the sellout and collaborators, the enabler and failed politician, disgraced party leader John Frundi have sent a secret WhatsApp message to his friends and member of the Njangi 82 group, telling them that, I read, "I believe you all must have received and listened to the above forwarded threatening message. Life is short and has no duplicate, so we can't take this lightly. Considering the threat and what some amongst us had gone through, having consulted with the vice president and communicated with the members who were designated to host us, I am calling off the hosting of our gathering coming Sunday, the 26th of March 2023. So John Frundi, he don't cancel the Njangi. I want John Frundi to know that what we tell him to do is nothing personal. It will apply to everybody. The laws in Ambazonia are fair and balanced. You cannot be a collaborator, an enabler with the occupying force during a wartime, and you expect to come back home. John Frundi banned from coming into Bamenda and Ambazonia as a whole and from stepping foot into his properties apply not only against the Social Democratic Front Pan-Cameroonian political party, but also to the other political party that has participated in La Republique du Cameroon election. The people of Ambazonia have made their verdict very clear in September and October 2018, marching to the members of their parliament into the traditional palaces to demand a cessation of political participation, meaning that the people of Ambazonia wants our parliamentarians or so-called parliamentarians or senators or so-called senators, mayors, and anybody who is elected to withdraw from La Republique du Cameroon and do not participate in the political system representing our territory. The voice of the people are the voice of God, and those who violate the people's order and will, which is meant to establish their aspiration for a separate homeland of Ambazonia, is doing so at their own risk and against the wishes and will of our people that have been expressed. Ambazonians have refused to participate in any meaningful manner in elections organized by the Cameroon occupation. And John Frundi should understand, and everybody, that we have an obligation to defend our people's aspiration and their right, and we will continue to do so without fear, favor, or without pasha. So, not just Frundi, but everybody who have enabled La Republique du Cameroon political manipulation of our people in conducting or participating or facilitating political elections in Ambazonia by La Republique du Cameroon are all criminals and have an arrest warrant over their head. 99 days for the thief and 1 day for the owner. Fellow Ambazonian, still in the great city of Bamenda, the Ambazonian Defense Forces, Bamenda Brigade, would then fight very hard for make sure make our people them get the right for carry their own dirty for inside town. Would then fight, would then ban Hezekam, would then shed blood, and Hezekam would then be kicked out of Bamenda. The intention will be to make now our local people them benefit from these projects as we fight now for the common man on the street. Previously, the first man we then come with Timpa, na man way he be the work with the colonial mayor for they be still want to use the opportunity. Instead for our people for benefit, they want to take advantage for benefit. They be done give that work for a person where to work. Now for a chumbang poor the criminal and wanted terrorists. We be done fight them, they be done stop the project. And now they don't hand them for our own person who will not send a man way who fulfill allow them because we fight now for the people them. They don't carry the project and the contract. They don't hand them now for the man way na be the president for Timpa Park. Timpa Park way they for Chobo, Bemundo. Bemundo in a man way with our own man. They don't hand the project. And we don't like them how we na do the project and how we all the laborer them way use them na all Bamenda Sansan boy them residents in Bamenda Ambazonians, because no matter whether you come on for Usa, so long as you be a resident and you be an Ambazonian, we want me that work na me na una work. So Bemundo, you don't come out this past 2 days them they come out now with La Republique, their armored car them, me they accompany timper them for carry dirty. Would want ask Bemundo say from the day where you be done start the carry the dirty, so one ADF soldier did I ever call you for disturb you? No. Some any insecurity the way it shake you or it disturb your worker them? No. You the worker, even our mami them, our buy and sell them, they give you hands up. They confirm for you saying I think this way they want them. Mean that they are picking they carry this dirty for road. Bemundo, if Nasena La Republique du Cameroon be force you for bring armored car them for that place, why you not abandon them? Why your worker they not see La Republique their armored car then come out when I go to work for inside Bamenda during wartime with armored car escort for carry dirty? Since when armored car they protect dirty? Now because La Republique the one push we say we go begin kill now our own people them and we not go fail them. We not go fail them. If them push you bring them from middle our forces and La Republique the forces, you shall become collateral damages. Any worker where they work for Timpa, where they work for Bemundo, or una stop work for the next 2 weeks. And any work away La Republique du Cameroon, them accompany for inside Ambazonia, in particularly for carry dirty. If you go carry that dirty with their protection, when you finish, don't come out, go stay for their military camp, for their barracks them and their torture center them. Because we're not going to allow you to stay on continue for inside Bamenda in particular. This one where they tell now, this is an order. No person where you go carry dirty for Bamenda go do so with protection from La Republique du Cameroon occupation terrorist forces. If you do so, you will be arrested and you will face the consequences of working along with the enemy during the wartime. This nonsense must stop. This nonsense must stop, and it also goes to any contractor in town. Yes, La Republique, they will always push our people them between us and them. But we must make sure say that their ability go stop. So any man where them push you, bring them for in front. That means say your own day don't come. If you yourself you follow them, you go for their before. So we don't stop this company for the next 2 weeks, and we don't send them warning. Say if La Republique then send escort or protection or whatever type of force where they send them around, you work out with them, me all their worker then stop for work. If you want to go carry dirty for road, you go carry and buy una serve now our job. We support una. We fight now for give this contract for una. So what is the need to allow somebody who is burning down our villages, killing our own people? These are the same people who killed the student in Moja. These are the same B officers. So let that message be clear to our people. Yesterday on Country Sunday, the terrorist B officer, Eweme John, he make a video for inside Moja. He mentioned my name for inside the video as he try to provoke we Ambazonians with our law for Monday lockdown. In the video, he did for Moja.
No fear. Amba de Cameroon play we know the end of go for this way then day. Amba onaka ona say now Capo Daniel send them more.
So we want our people that may know say La Republique du Cameroon their presence across Ambazonia a plenty past the one way they for Moja. The people for Moja then stand with the ghost town 100%. The terrorism tactics then way Moja, the B officer where they use them for push people them they open their store them. It will not last for long. It will never change Ambazonian people will and aspiration for a separate homeland. And Moja will stand back as it has always been, together with Bamenda and all other capitals in Ambazonia. Now the will for poor BRB Vondo, for push clowns like Eweme John, for come out there for do it way in ministers the Bididuam and in colonial governor Okala Bilai the Bididuam for target our civilians them. We will not focus on the cockroaches like Moja as he call himself. But I want to guarantee him, the boys he thinks that me, Capo Daniel, have sent, I have not yet sent anybody. The Ambazonian Defense Forces will put into action a plan to take him out militarily. He will see the barrel of an ADF soldier before he goes out. That we can promise you. John Eweme Eko, let our people know, is living together with a whole team, a complete unit of 12 B officers that dress in black often, carrying bulletproof. They are always in the background in his videos. They have been involved in his operations that he has targeted civilians and have been a protection force around him. Previous team that have attempted to take him out have come out with this report. He was never seen as somebody who was a top priority because he was just an irritation and somebody La Republique which we divert our attention to. We will not give him that pleasure. But due to the killing of these 2 innocent students and the disappearance of one, Moja have a death or alive warrant over his head. Any Ambazonians that can help to carry out action on our population around him should bring this criminal and murderer down, and he will be highly rewarded. For the meantime, our forces have been given the task, and this Saturday, the 25th, will be a special fundraising by the Ambazonian Governing Council on our national TV, the ACN. Come, all of you Ambazonians, and express that anger against this criminal, this murderer machine of La Republique du Cameroon by donating and giving us the means to go after him. Join the fundraiser. Donate. Do not just complain. The thief and fool will not just go the way Patrick Sekema went. We will make sure he will go by the barrel of the gun the same way he killed Linus, the same way he will fall. Moja, if you are not taken away by our civilians or the people around you, you will be taken away by the ADF using the barrel of their gun or with a bullet on your chest. That I promise you. And to the rest of our people, you have seen this man and all the clowns that support the Cameroon occupation for who they are. They are murderers of innocent students, tagging them as Ambazonian. This idiot, this murderer, stood with his feet on the head of two students, university students, that he cannot compare with in anything. He stood on their dead body, stand on their face, put his shoes on their face to mock the entire Ambazonian population. These two individuals were not even people who support armed resistance. These were members of political party in La Republique du Cameroon who were just opposed to Cameroon illegal use of terrorism against our civilians and were calling for the release of those who were picked up in Mauto. John Eweme is not just a terrorist. He is a murderer, a cold-blooded murderer, a low-life person who deserves not to walk on this earth for a single moment. Justice will meet him sooner or later, here on earth or above. We will all one day pass away, but for criminals like this, history will record them as the worst type of human beings that we have ever seen. But like I said, we will not wait for divine justice. We will be the hands of the miracle. We are the chosen generations that will put an end to the impunity of the abuses and punishment our people have been subjected to for the past 61 years by the state of Cameroon, whether by the use of their Bulu Beti mercenaries or their mercenaries who are propagandists like Eko Eweme John. We shall resist, we shall fight until Ambazonia freedom is achieved. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.